Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and after a break of about 2 weeks, I am back. A lot has happened in 2 weeks, but I think I chose the best day to come back into making videos. Florian Wirtz has officially joined Liverpool for over 100 million pounds, 116 million pounds to be exact. Liverpool have paid to buy Leverkusen to get the services of the German international. He has signed for about a 5-year contract. That means he's going to stay at Liverpool up until 2030. The wages are in about 200 grand a week, and I mean it has for me it is at the moment till now the signing of this summer. I think Wirtz is an amazing player. He has been immense for Leverkusen for the last 2 seasons, and we have seen him grow year by year. Last season he was amazing when Leverkusen not last season, season before last, he was amazing when Leverkusen won the title under Xabi Alonso, and you could just see how special he was. And then the way that he played in Euros, you already knew that he was not going to stay at Leverkusen a lot longer. You just felt it maybe a year or a couple of years he's going to move and he's going to leave Leverkusen, and it has happened. He stayed for another year. Last season he played for Leverkusen, and then at the moment, even when the season was going on, the question marks were already there that Wirtz is going to leave, and the big question was where he was going to. That was the main question. And of course, whenever you have such a special German talent, the first name that comes to your mind, and it sort of feels like they always have the first bite at the cherry. It was Bayern Munich, but Wirtz himself declined to go to Bayern Munich. I think that was a ballsy move from a German player to decline to go to Bayern Munich. You don't really often see that happening, but Wirtz did that, and he has decided to go outside of Bundesliga in respect to Bayer Leverkusen. He did not want to go ahead and at the moment join their direct rivals in Bayern Munich, even though so many other players, German players, have done that. But Wirtz decided he doesn't want to do that, and in that, then there was of course the possibility where he can go. It always seemed like he was going to come to the Premier League, because if you look at Real Madrid, if you look at Barcelona, first he cannot really afford him, to be very honest with you, and then Real Madrid don't really need a number 10 at the moment. PSG don't really need a number 10 at the moment, so it felt like it was going to be a Premier League thing. And with all the teams, Liverpool always had that edge over everybody else, because let's be very honest, Chelsea don't really need another number 10. Arsenal don't really need a number 10. Manchester City don't need a number 10 as well. They tried to get him. There was a little murmurs that Manchester City are interested, but Liverpool were so far ahead in the deal that Manchester City were not really able to compete with. I think Liverpool winning the title and Slot being the manager, and the way that Liverpool play, I think him having Xabi Alonso having connections with Liverpool, and the player being very close to Xabi Alonso, I think that had an impact as well. Even though Xabi Alonso has that, but still he's a player who has come under has grown a lot under Xabi Alonso, so he would have had, in my opinion, a little input. And then of course Liverpool would have projected giving him a project. They would have presented him a project that would really suit Wirtz. He's going to come in, he's going to be the main man, he's going to be that number 10 who's going to carry on the team for the next 4 or 5 years. Of course, you have Mohamed Salah, he's their main man, but of course Salah is not going to be there for a long time. He has of course signed another contract, Mohamed Salah, but I think Wirtz know that he's going to be the main guy. He's going to be the guy that now Liverpool look up to. And let's be very honest, Liverpool really needed a new number 10. Their midfield is really amazing. I'm not going to take anything away from their midfield, but I don't think they really had that number 10. That somebody special behind the striker who can change the game on a whim. And I think Wirtz is going to be that player. He's an amazing talent. He can play your false nine. If a Slot ever wants to play that formation, he can play your false nine. He can play on the left wing, he can play on the right wing, but of course his special and his favorite position is going to be that number 10, just behind that striker. He's going to move, he's going to be that he's going to be the guy that is going to make all those passes that is going to help Salah, that is going to help the striker, and it's going to basically make Liverpool tick playing in that number 10 role. It's going to be the orchestrator in chief, and I think that is a big a responsibility. Let's be honest, Liverpool have just won the league, so you are going to go into a title winning team and a team who's going to go ahead and defend their title. They are going to put a lot of responsibility on Wirtz's shoulders. And in my opinion, he's the type of guy who can carry on that responsibility without hesitation. He's not gonna have any problem. I think mentally he's so good. If you watch him play, you just get mesmerized. I mean, he's on the ball, he's very special. His passes, his movement, his touches, and he can score long goals. He can he has that ability to go on and on set pieces as well. He can score those free kicks as well. But off the ball movement, I often the number 10 players often they get criticized that off the ball they don't really help the team out as much as they should. But Wirtz has been is one of those players that he's constantly on the move. Even if Liverpool are not going to have the ball, he's going to make those moments. He's going to be in those positions that he can help out his team. And Liverpool play that sort of football that is in a way similar to what he has played at Bayer Leverkusen. There is of course every club is going to have that 10-20% difference in comparison to other clubs, but it is almost a similar style of play that both of the clubs play. So he's not going to have that much a problem setting in as well. So he knows what is expected of him, and I think he is going to be able to deliver. And I think Liverpool become immensely dangerous with Wirtz in the team, because I've been very honest, since the season as the season has progressed and the last season has ended. In my opinion, Liverpool were not were not the best team last season, but they still somehow ended up winning the league. I still thought Manchester City had a better score. I still thought Arsenal had a better score as compared to Liverpool, but they somehow still went ahead and they won the league. But now they have added they have added Frimpong already. They have now added they have announced Wirtz, and I think that's a massive signing. And of course Emilio Kirk's deal is already on the table. It might be announced in a day or two as well. So they are getting much stronger. And Wirtz single-handedly, I mean, he's a player who can single-handedly score you about 15 to 20 goals a season. He's a player who can give you 10, 15, 20 assists single-handedly in a season. So that is a special player. That again, I keep on saying, last year they were too much dependent on Mohamed Salah. A lot of Liverpool fans are going to disagree, but this is the fact. Salah single-handedly, there were so many games where they needed Mohamed Salah to step up and score a goal, or that won them the game, or that drew them the game. So they need somebody else who can really step up, who they can rely on to score about 15-20 goals a season, who they can rely on to provide the goals. And I think him coming in is going to take a lot of burden off of Mohamed Salah as well, because as much of a good player he is, he needs assistance. You cannot win the league. One player cannot win you the league. And another reason that Liverpool were able to win the league last season was because so many of the other players, they stepped up and they helped Mohamed Salah, with the goals and with the assists. He had an amazing season. There is no doubt about that. But I don't think the other players they contributed. I'm not saying they did not contribute, and that's why Liverpool won the league, but they did not contribute enough in my opinion. And you need to have 2 or 3 those special players that can go ahead and score 15 to 20 goals, and I think Florian Wirtz is one of those players. And you are going to have your doubters. Of course, he's going to have this massive price tag of 116 million pounds over him, and everybody's going to expect him to from the get-go start performing. And I personally think he's going to be able to do that. I mean, he's one of those players. When you watch him play, he just doesn't feel like he's under any kind of pressure. He's just going to go out there and he's going to do his job. He's always, when you watch Wirtz play, it feels like he's always 2 seconds ahead of everybody, as he already knows what is going to happen. I think that is a special talent people don't really have. And again, he's a very young player. He can learn his game at Liverpool. It's not like he's 27, 28. He's about 22, 23 years old. So he's a player that's going to stay at Liverpool for a number of years. And as I said already, it's like 5 to 6 years the contract. And in my opinion, he's gonna he might end up staying more than that as well. So in my opinion, if I had to grade this signing, it would be A+. I already said, in my opinion, this is the best signing of the summer till now. A lot of the transfer window is yet to go, but at the moment Liverpool are firing on all cylinders, as the transfer window, as regards to the transfer window, I think they are doing amazing work, and I think it is going to be a great signing, and he's going to be a special player in the Premier League. So congratulations to Florian Wirtz, and congratulations to Liverpool FC for getting an immensely talented player. That's it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys think of the deal. Do you think he's going to be able to light up the Premier League, or do you think it is going to be one of those deals that it's a shiny new toy with a high expectation, and he's not going to be able to perform, and it's going to be a flop? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.